Hello, everyone. Recently, I've been hearing from various people that they're getting used to it. They're getting used to the Tehillim we add after davening, if it's Avinu Malkeinu, and if it's other things. They're getting used to watching the news and seeing that people were killed, hostages are still hostages, or people are coming home from captivity. It's becoming routine. And they asked for a remedy. And I'd like to say two things, one very practical, one very sharp. Practically, I have to agree that if we're saying certain Tehillim, we can change the chapters to make it a little more reflective of the new situation. There's no reason to go and say the same thing all the time. But this leads me to a second comment, which I think is far more important. We can't get used to what's happening, because what's happening is abnormal. And the minute we say it's the norm, we're in trouble. And allow me to present it by a different story of a different era, 1924 America. Three great rabbis, two from Europe, one from Israel, came to America for a fundraising trip. Rav Kook, Rav Moshe Mordechai Epstein, the Rosh Yeshiva of Salabotke, and the chief rabbi of Kovna, Rav Avraham Shapira. The first Shabbos they went out, they saw Jews that were lo aleinu, desecrating Shabbos, and they were surprised and they were astounded. By the second Shabbos, they were surprised, but not astounded. And by the third Shabbos, they got used to it. One rabbi said to the other, we're all candidates to be Shabbos desecrators. They all looked at him and said, what, we, great rabbis? He said, yes, look how easy we got used to it. We dare not get used to this situation for the following reason. Said Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, why is it that God didn't reveal why bad things happen to good people? Said Rabbi Sachs, if God would have revealed why, we wouldn't have done anything about it. We would see a Jew get a heart attack. We wouldn't call an ambulance. We'd say, we understand why he's getting a heart attack, and therefore there's no reason to save him. We would see Jews getting slaughtered, and worse, and we would say, well, that's God's will because of, finish the sentence. God intentionally didn't tell us why, said Rabbi Sachs, so that we would do something to remedy the situation. We dare not get used to what we're seeing. It is not the norm for Molotov cocktails to be thrown at Jewish institutions abroad. It is not the norm for Jews to be killed. It's not the norm for Jews to be in captivity or wounded. And it's definitely not the norm for any of us to get used to it. So we can change this chapter of Tehillim to another one. We can change Avinu Malkeinu with something else. But the basic principle has to be, don't get used to it.